our classic car insurance is up for renewal, and so we thought we'd get our cars reevaluated and just see how much they're worth. So for the Porsche 924, we bought this for £900 in 2016 when we were both young.
You were.
We brought it back on a trailer. I'm going to add as many pictures as I can find, although this was pre this YouTube channel, so I'll do my best. To be fair, I think we'll just get them mostly on my Instagram page because that's where I posted them on. Go follow me on Esther Quote Me at Instagram. It's actually Esther. Anyway, sidetrack. The only thing we did to get it back to its limity at that point was we did the brake. We fully took them off and then what's the technical word for the...
We reconditioned the brakes, didn't we?
We reconditioned the brakes because
we replaced the pistons and the seals.
That's what that was. Yeah.
The
Words are hard today. Yeah, so we had to push all the pistons out and do all of that stuff. And then it passed its MOT. What we quickly found out was that it had bucket seats in. I don't think there's any pictures of those bucket seats.
I think we didn't quickly find that out. Like, it had bucket seats in. Like, we didn't discover that at the MOT.
Yeah, but I think we quickly found out how uncomfortable they were.
Yeah, also, when we bought the car, it was full of water, so the bucket seats were quite water damaged.
Yeah, it looked like it had been underwater. The guy that had previously owned it wanted it to be a track day car, so he'd put a half a roll cage in and bucket seats, and that's about where he got to, really. So we changed the bucket seats, and then we also had to change the starter motor. So the starter motor had the typical 924 starter motor problem of not starting when it was hot. So if we stopped at a petrol station, I've talked about this before, we stopped at a petrol station, you had to make sure you were on a hill. So we got a new starter motor. Well, we got a reconditioned starter motor, was it? Yeah, we got a reconditioned starter motor, and then in order to protect it slightly, you wrap it in a reflective material. Now, our car is called Goldie because on the logbook, the colour is called gold, and we went with Goldie as the name because we're original like that.
On certain parts, it is that colour.
But so the starter motor, you're supposed to wrap it in a reflective material, usually silver, but we went the extra mile and we were like super bougie and we went with gold because Goldie, and I don't know if it helps any better, but
well, it's not happened again.
True. And to be fair, it's probably covered in mud by now, so probably not gold anymore. So yeah, so we did starter motor, we put the seats in, we also changed the interior, so we put back seats in, we haven't changed carpet, we haven't changed the dash yet. Subscribe to see that one. That'll be this year or next year, I guess. What else did we count? Just those odd little things like the boot clip, boot things, what are they called?
Catches.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, with the boot catches and door cards, those odd things that you just sort of need but cost quite a lot of money from a place because it's a Porsche and it costs a lot of money. So yeah, so we basically overhauled the brakes, starter motor, most of the interior, and that's about it. Boot strut. Do you remember that time that we did it and then because we didn't have the boot catches, we were driving along and the boot just then popped open. That was funny. So yeah, that's what we have done to the 924. Now, I always think of it as a £900 car, and then when we got the insurance quote, we were a bit like, oh, actually, should we look at re-evaluating the car? And the Porsche 924 Owners Club have a service where you can fill out a form and you can get your car evaluated. It was really easy to fill out the form because Pip did it. He is my secretary. My dyslexia makes filling out forms really is one of my weaknesses. So you filled out the form. We both went and took pictures on a very cold and in between the wet weather. We went sneakily to take pictures. They give you a list of pictures to take inside, outside. Tried to get a bit arty with it, just me.
Just you.
And then we waited for the email to come in. And I thought it would be a really great time to be like, ooh, how much is our car worth? And then both be surprised, hopefully, or saddened together. Although you have looked at the evaluation, and it's been harder to not look at the evaluation than I thought, because he emailed it to me and I didn't look. He's been talking to insurance people today, so yeah, it's been different. What are you gonna say?
No, I don't know.
What was it?
No.
Oh, I love you. So yeah, we are now going to reveal how much our 924 is worth. My prediction is, so it was a £900 car. I know they've gone up in value. They're certainly the most popular video on this channel, so they're popular cars. I'm gonna say I think it's worth 1,500, but then I don't know if it's worth more, because I feel like you seem happy about the evaluation, and I think we've put about 600 quid's worth of stuff in it, so maybe it's worth a bit more.
You get nothing from me.
Have we put 600 quid's worth? I mean,
the donor car was £250.
Yeah, so let's say, yeah, I think 1,500 pounds would be, that's where I would be thinking it would be. But now I'm thinking if that's too small. Like before I was thinking that was too high, and now I'm thinking it's too small.
If only there was a way to find out.
You just want to find out now, don't you?
I've been on screen for long enough.
You've just been sat here going, when is my part over? Okay, so, drum roll please. Are you going to get the email out, or do you want to just tell me?
No, you can read it.
Okay. I'm excited. I feel like I should have my eyes.
So, well, you can read.
Can I read?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the value is still covered on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So you can read what they said.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they said the bodywork is average, the interior is average, the engine is average, the boot is average, the wheels and tyres are average, and the originality is average. Fair enough.
On a spectrum of average being the 3rd out of 4 categories.
Excellent, good, average, poor.
So consider
Right,
it
yes.
a 2 out of 4 in all categories.
2 out of 4, yeah. Why is the engine 2 out of 4? I mean, it is dirty. I've had a comment on this, on one of my YouTube comments where, Esther, you really need to detail your engine. They used my name, so I knew that I was in trouble, and I will be doing it in the summer when it's...
Don't detail it too hard, you'll break, you'll like knock everything off. It all works in a state of undisturbed.
Oh, the interior is called Black and Berber?
Possibly Burberry, but it cut off on the field, maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, the model number technically is called 924 2-litre NA look.
NA is normally aspirated.
Oh.
And Lux is a trim level, which it doesn't have anymore because it's got an interior from a different car.
Exciting though. Date of registration June 85. That's all I'd say about this. Okay, are you ready? Well, you already know.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay, a drum roll. Okay, and the evaluation for our £900 924 is £4,000. They think it's worth £4,000.
It's to the valuation, and there is a disclaimer, based on the current market price of the vehicle, if offered for sale by a marquee specialist.
£4,000?
So it's to reflect the value that it would cost to replace the vehicle in its current form if a total loss doesn't mean it would sell for £4,000.
Yeah, but even if it sold for like £4,000? Wow.
That includes the roll cage and the restoration details of donor car interior and having to have the seals repaired.
Oh, that's what we did as well for the MOT. That first MOT, we did the brakes, but we also had to weld up the seals. Do you remember?
I think it was the second one. I think it passed the first.
Okay, anyway. £4,000. Wow. What were you expecting?
2.5 maybe.
I just don't know the value of cars, do I?
Nobody really does. I don't think anyone would look at our car and want to buy it for £4,000.
No.
Like that's...
No, but like, I think you're right. I think
Well, at least they know our feelings about it if we ever do sell it, because you're putting it in a video.
I still think that some of these things like...
Go on, which is better than average? What better than average car do you think?
Well, like...
Not this one.
This is literally like a report card. Like...
It is, and it's correct.
I do, yes, I think it is. Like, I think it is correct. I'm not saying that like our bodywork should be good or excellent, because when we turn up to the...
We hide at the back of the group photos at the club meets.
Yeah, everyone kind of goes, ooh, oh, ooh. Like, it's just you got to park it in the right place so that, you know, you hide the really scabby part.
Yeah. We are the well, thanks for coming people, aren't we?
We did get the first run we went on. We got you made it to the end. Like, we didn't think this would happen, Prize.
Like, we almost didn't make it to the start.
But we did make it to the end. I think, like, I quite like this report card thing, because it now makes me think, well, we can, you know, work on one of these sections and get it above average.
Tyres? That sounds easy.
Yeah, because it's got like the original tyres that...
They're not original
tyres. Not like original, but like the original that we bought it, and they are old looking.
They're old
feeling.
Physically.
Wow. I mean, this just goes to show you that, you know, go get your car evaluated, I guess. You never know.
That's going to raise our insurance premiums.
Yes, it is. Because I think we've been insuring it for like...
1,200.
1,200. Oh dear. Wow. I'm still shocked. Like, wow. We did try, I did try and reach out and get the 2CV valued, but because it's a 2CV kit car, that's a bit more complicated. So, but this was really easy. Like, form done, photos done. Are you starting to pick a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've been on camera too long.
This is the end of the video now. Thanks for watching. If you like seeing me fix, drive, or race my classic cars, and if you want to see more of Pip, think about subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! I did the what's up thing.